Hi, welcome on our stream, and hello Eastside, how are you? Uh, so, yeah, it's quite late today. Like right now, it's I am quite late today. I should finally like get more with my like actual planned schedule and do some effort not to be late every day. Yeah, but I don't know if I will manage to do that before I'm done with at least the renovation of the room I'm renovating, because then of course I will have like staircase to take care of and other stuff. But yeah, this room I think is taking most of my time right now, like more than a staircase will, at least off stream, because of course most of the staircase I will be doing on stream, like all of these stair steps I will be preparing in here. Yeah, today, plan for today is to continue the struggle from the last stream with those temperature sensors. Last stream I managed to get the BME 280 working, and now I have to do the DS18B20 that I had problem with the library that allows me to use multiple sensors on the same pin, because I definitely want to have multiple sensors on the same pin, because then first of all I don't want to solder a whole bunch of wires to this setup, and second, the ESP32C6 doesn't have well, at least this board, Seed Studio Xiao ESP32C6, doesn't have a whole lot of pins, so I would run out pretty quickly out of pins. So yeah, I definitely want to have all of them on the same pin. And also yesterday I got the new wheel for the grinding, for the bench grinder, and I should take care of maybe before Prusa, maybe before taking care of all of the programming, I should do this. Notes and those two. Why is this marked? Open. Yeah, those are the angle guides. This is the radius of the wheel, and this is the like angle of the tool rest. I already printed that. Where is that? I already printed two of those. This is for 32 degrees, and this is for 25. And I did this curvature at the wrong radius, because I inputted the diameter instead of radius, so it's the radius is 2 times bigger than it should be. So the guide doesn't work. So yeah, I have to print that again, and I won't be able to print it right now because I messed up and I forgot to turn on the printer. It should take an hour. Okay, that's fine. How do I save that? This is sending to a printer, right? Yeah, send to a printer, export the code. Let's also save that in notes. Yeah, that's fine. Save. And I will upload that later. Taking care of business every day. Taking care of business. Okay. So now back to programming. DS18B20. I don't think there is anything changed in here. Main. Okay, state changed. This has to be staged. What was that? This is commented out now. Okay, comment that fixes. DS18B20, and it was this one. Let's see, examples, multiple, or actually single, at least for now. Anything that needs to be changed? Device found, get temperature. What is this? This is a static address. Alarms. Wait, is that correct? What's in alarms? Maybe you read me. You can get temperature of every sensor with just 2 lines. Get selected. Okay, so this is the minimal example, right? Full example, full example. DS2. This is supposed to be D2, right? Yeah, D2. Okay. Select next, print, get temperature. Okay, this shouldn't work yet because I have to uncomment this. This of course doesn't build. because I have to manually import one wire. Let's see, installation, copy. Not in here. Ini. And now, no match for operator, no match for operator, non-void function. Okay, no match for operator. What are different versions? Compatibility, supported platforms. Is there any kind of changelog? Maybe let's try 0.7. Still the same problem. 6 and 5. What was that? Okay, 5. Still doesn't work, still no match for operator. So looks like different versions of that library don't help, unless I have to do clear and now build. No, still doesn't help. Okay, what else? Looks like it was this issue. Something wrong with Arduino package with release version 238. Have the same issue with Platform IO currently. So what am I supposed to do? Copy that. One wire direct GPIO.h. I don't know, am I supposed to put it in here? I'm not completely sure how those directories, how the whole organization functions. Updated one wire direct GPIO file. SOC. path where my old downloads this. I still have old one wire file .h file and the same libs in the libs folder when I downloaded the source code from the release here on GitHub and replace local one with that. It works. And now GPIO struct. I don't understand this SOC GPIO struct. Where does that come from? Just adding this line fixes errors, which was fixed by 134. Declared an SOC GPIO struct. Oh wait, this is not part of this library? Where is it? In U2 direct GPIO? Nothing in here. Oh, this is pull request commits. This is modifying on line 160. I didn't expect include on line 160 on GPIO struct. So I expect that in here, one wire, U2, and direct GPIO on line 160, there is that included. SOC GPIO struct.h. So is that not the problem? Okay, so that definitely doesn't compile. This is too complicated. Whatever. Yeah, that doesn't compile. Actually, I wonder if this compiles. Platform main paste one wire ts. This should be D2. This also doesn't compile. No match for operator, so it's the same. Still no match for operator. Okay. Back to this. Here. And copy. I think that I should probably remove this one wire file, actually the entire directory, download that again, installed, download that again, and then one wire util, new file, test.h, and paste. Now I want the differences. Diff file endpoint, yeah, compared to test. What's the difference? Define. Okay, I don't know how to use that. Maybe this one? file A, this one, file B, this one, C, nothing, B and C are the same, E diff, test, and GPIO. Okay, now how to use this. Move around, previous diff, next diff, next, K, previous. Okay, quite intuitive. Next. So this is different. What's the difference? There is P in here, and there is no P in here. Is that the only difference? Next. Okay. Next. And that's it. I expected something more. This is in test. So this is all the add stuff. Okay, that's not much of a difference. Dot val. Yes. Okay, so how about the file from the release from GitHub? Here, downloads this and this. Test2.h. Okay, so this is the correct one, working one. Edif, test, and test2. Next. Next. So far it's the same. How about this one and this one? There are no differences. So this seems just wrong. Since there is something wrong with Arduino package of the release version 238. I have the same issue with Platform.io currently. When Platform.io downloads the release version 238, I have the old I still have old one-wire direct GPIO 8 file and the libs folder. Download the zip source code from the release here on GitHub and replace the local one. With that, it works. Just adding line on GPIO struct.h. Is there anything written in here about this issue? One wire communication over bus, sensor pin, installation deployment, adjustments. Library patches. One-wire library version 238 included this project. In this project has been patched to support ESP32C6 architecture, modification in one-wire direct GPIO, update register access using .val for functions such as direct read, direct write low, write high input, fixes address compilation like no match for operator, similar errors in ESP32C6 environments. Okay. So how am I supposed to include that library? Or include that patched file? Can I just put it in lib and one wire, or maybe not lib, include? Include one wire direct GPIO.h and I could also read readme. Okay, this directory is intended for project header files. Header file is a file containing C declaration and macro defining to be shared between several projects. Extract source files include header h. Okay, how about libs? Lib intended for project-specific private libraries. Okay, close. Does it work now? No match for operator. Okay, so doesn't look like it reads this file. One wire. What if I put it in the source? Would that work? No. Send data, library details, and one wire communication, parameter to adjust, ZigBee settings, interval. Okay, looks like Arduino handles handles that automatically, maybe when it's in the same directory. Okay, so or platform IO, platform IO specifically, patched.h file, override package files. Override package files. Package manager automatically installs pre-built packages, frameworks, toolchains, libraries. Development, simple way to diff and patch technique. How does it built-in LD scripts? Okay. We need to patch the original standard pins Arduino H. Define. Generate a patch file. Place it into patches folder. That seems complicated. Is there like no built-in way? Override package files. Simplest way to use diff and patch technique. Yeah, looks like I have to use some custom script to do that. This example will work on a system where patch tool is available for Windows OS. Patch and diff provided by Git client utility. Patch. Execute patch. Do I have patch? Okay. Copy. And this is supposed to be in root. Apply patches dot py. Paste. Extra scripts. Save this. Ini. Extra scripts. How do I include multiple? Platform IO extra scripts. Paths are relative to object product file. Advanced scripting. Examples. Custom options, split. Extra Python packages. Can I maybe make an array? Or maybe it's supposed to be the same as in here. So copy this and paste. Okay, that's fine. Create patches. And how am I supposed to generate that? I wrote it correctly, right? Patches, okay. Platform IO package. Okay, so first the unmodified file, then modified file, and into this file.patches. I assume the name can be arbitrary. .patch. Okay, so no, in here. This will be div div.pio libdeps one wire this GPIO, and now include, not include, oh right, it was in source. src this one, and this into patches one wire one wire ESP32C6 ESP32C6.patch. Does it mean it's failed? No? Okay, patches, it's empty. Why is it empty? There is stuff in here. Wait. This was supposed to be in patches. Still failed, but failed less. Key error, Arduino framework AVR, apply patches. Is this script supposed to be very custom? Get package here, framework Arduino AVR patching them. Yeah, this looks framework directory. Pins Arduino original file. Okay, this is very custom. Yeah, of course it's very custom. I haven't modified anything. Like I haven't specified the and here in this file I haven't specified what's the original file. So this is very stupid. Apply patches. Environment, platform IO, get package directory. This will have to be one wire, I think. PIO. Like this. Patch file only with we didn't do it before. If not file patching, then variable standard original. Where is that? Packages. It would be here. Variant standard. Standard. Okay, so this is just path. So this is supposed to be util, I think. PIO, one wire, util, and one wire underscore direct underscore GPIO dot h. One wire direct GPIO direct GPIO, and nothing in here. Delete around this. Join patches, and this is also specified. This is terribly manual. One wire ESP32C6. One wire ESP32C6. Original file patch. Okay. Now it maybe works. It doesn't work. Key error, one wire. ENV PIO platform get package here. Local share packages. No. Platform PIO, platform IO. Is this something that's just available? Like in Shell? PIO platform. No? Get package directory, one wire join framework directory. I'm not completely sure where is that supposed to be. If this is in .pio here, or inside home directory local share platform IO. Anything in here? Automatically installs pre-built packages, frameworks, toolchains, libraries, require development platform build process. Diff and patch technique. How does it work? Applied patches before build process. Okay. Using extra script, we can apply patches before build process. Final results of this and extra script name apply patches. Framework Arduino AVR. Framework Arduino without dash AVR. One wire, not available. Maybe it's in some subfolder. Like in here, C6. One wire, nothing. Am I using this wrong? Let's see, there is a file, a folder called fonts. Also nothing. TLDR find. I never know how to use find. Find directories. Does this only work for files? Type directory, iname. Case insensitive modes. Type D. Also nothing. Am I supposed to put a dot in here? No. Path to directory. Type D. Maybe iname. Oh, it's lowercase. Okay, so that works. Now one wire. This is the only one? That's weird. Maybe in platforms? Seed Studio? Seed Studio? Yeah, nothing else. Boardsmith scripts. I don't see libraries in here. Tools? Not tools. Nothing in here. Is this not present in here? Maybe it's only downloaded locally? So maybe it is supposed to be in here, libdebs. And maybe I have to also include that. No. Okay, so this also doesn't work. Can I even see when it's searching? Apply patches, platform directory, packages. Get package name. Platform IO, platform packages. Package, get package name. Actually nothing here. User, lab, Python, site packages, platform IO, platform, packages. and get package. Get package spec. Okay, it's not terribly long. What was that again? Messages? No? Platform IO. Compilation. Okay. Self get package. Self dot get package. Package equals get package. Use packages, install package, outdated packages, package version, line 32. This is line 32. Get package directory, package, get package, and get package. So yeah, that is name, and I believe this is called directly with this. Right, without any modifications. Platform IO builder. Compile, script data, script name, exec. All of that is complicated. Framework directory, PyIO, platform get package. Okay, so this is my line. And then it gets directed into here, line 32. And then line 29. So this is here. Get package. If not name, return none. Self PM get package. What is PM? Package spec. Self PM. Self get package spec name. I don't understand that. What does it mean? PM, self PM, get package. Get package spec or self get package. So I assume this is not the same function because here it's spec and in here it's name. Import package spec, platform IO package meta. Platform IO package meta. Package meta. Import package spec. That's only PM in here. Package spec, class package spec. What is this? This was another class. Yeah, class package item. Package. I'm lost. Package spec. So get package spec. Where is get package spec? Get install packages, package version, package dir, package spec, package spec, owner packages, get owner. Okay, so this is called I still don't understand where it's looking. Platform IO packages mixing. Packages, name, get owner. So this line is the problem. Packages, name, owner. Packages. So we'll go again into meta. Something about packages. Self requirements. I don't think I'm good enough at Python to understand all of that. Platform.io package version, package manifest parser, util compact. I think I have to someday learn more Python to understand how all of that works, like how all of those interactions between different files work. What is all of that? Some at symbols. All of those underscores and other stuff. Requirements, packages, self packages, version name, get version. Where can I find that? Packages. I don't understand where does this come from. Is it in a maybe in a some different file base? Name, title, description, license, packages, maybe? Packages, manifest packages. For item, maybe? Is there maybe PM? Ensure spec. Self PM. Tool package manager. Why PM? Okay, so yeah, I did notice that this is where it's defined. Tool package manager, self get config get platform.io packages dir. Tool package manager, config project config get instance. Config. So I have to find this. Project config. Project config. Project config. Project config. Okay, and what I'm looking for? Configuration file. What was I looking for? Base. Get. Project config. Too many gets. Get role. Get. Section option default. Oh wait, this is get instance and then get instance. Get instance. Get instance. And then here get. Or how does that work? Return instance. So of this instance, what is this instance? Instances get. Project config. So here, this is instances, and get. So I assume this is taking something from this object and some kind of like section of that object, field or whatever, called config, and from that config I'm getting something. Get platform IO package 0. Okay, so I have to find where is this defined, this config defined instance. I think this will be hard. Maybe I should give up. What's the temperature in here? I feel like it's getting quite cold. It's 19 degrees. 18.7 even. Any kind of more sophisticated documentation on that? Pre-built packages, frameworks, anything in here? Not really. Script examples. Override package files. Override board configuration maybe? No. This is, I think, the same. Yeah, Platform.io docs, examples. Last updated 5 years ago. Modified original source files, generate patches. I don't see anything in here about directory structure. I'm spending so much time on this. On just making this change persistent. Project configuration file. Platform.io packages framework. Okay, maybe this. Platform.io packages framework. Variants. Platform.io packages. So it has to be and .local share platform.io. Local share platform.io. Yeah, looks like this is the only one, and this is from the ESP IDF, so not useful. How about actually this accepts regex. What is all of that? Okay, this supports, looks like this different format. This kind of rejects. Okay, that's better. Not completely though. One wire test, one wire. Okay, how about DS18B20? This is also only in ESP-IDF. This is so annoying. They are not getting downloaded into the platform.io folder. Maybe it's like not active or something. CD ls. Well, maybe not here. And close that. Platform.io. This is only occurrence in here. Anything else? Arduino, Android, Arduino IDE. I don't need that. CMake, config, maybe config. And also Espressif. What is this? Python env. Yeah, I don't need that. Config, platform, no platform.io in here. Local, Mozilla. I wonder if I can get rid of Mozilla. I'm not using anything from Mozilla really on this computer. So maybe. Hardware, libraries. Oh, also not using that. Oh, everything is trash. I'm not sure why is this getting created. There is some problem with some of my configuration. I will have to figure that out later. Maybe. Okay, here, nothing in here. Share. There is platform.io in here. Something in state, nothing in state, and nothing in here. Platform. What if I manually do this in a terminal? I don't want to close that. Successfully updated. What is this? Platform.io ini. Path to project workspace, directory options, generic options, name, description, default ends, extra config. Core directory packages. Global storage where platform IO package manager installs development platforms dependencies, toolchains, frameworks, upload debug tools. Development platform dependencies. Okay, so looks like that doesn't include libraries. So I have no idea how to override library. Maybe I'm doing the entire thing incorrectly. Like my approach is completely incorrect. Override package files. Pre-installs, pre-built packages, frameworks, toolchains, libraries. Maybe only specific libraries? Built-in libraries? And that doesn't include stuff I'm downloading myself. Platform IO ini section and build configuration? No. Directory options, packages. Internal storage where library management will install project dependencies, libdeps, package specification, dependency manager, guide first. Modern software project rarely work in isolation. Hello, Sapien. Well, that was quite a while ago. Yeah, I'm struggling, and also I rarely someone writes in chat, so most of the time I just don't look. Okay, library, registry, sources, dependency specification, declaring dependencies, installing, updating. So maybe I have to access that differently. Where is that? I apply patches. Maybe I have to access that differently than get package dir. Maybe get libdir or libdeps dir. has no object, has no attributes, get libdepth. Okay. How to go away? How to maybe not that much. Override .h file from a library in libdepth how to override .h file from a library in libdepth in platform.io. Project source folder, any other folder specify lib build flags. Copy header into lib. I don't think that worked. My library override. Your modified. Doesn't this matter? Does this name matter? Maybe? Make your modification to... Or maybe it just has to be in any directory? Where do I have that file? Do I have that file? I think I removed that. Oh, libs, nothing in here. Override. Override, yes. And then here. One wire underscore direct GPIOH. One wire direct GPIO.h. And now in here, paste. So this will work. Main build. This doesn't work. Or actually, I don't need this anymore. No, this still doesn't work. No, yeah, still no match for operator. No match for operator, no match for operator. So this doesn't work. Option A doesn't work. Build flags to redirect include path. Copy terminal into ChatGPT? No. I won't. I know what is the solution to that problem. I I just have to lib. I just have to use this file, this .h file, instead of included one, which is util in here, So if I override that, if I replace this file with that file copied from here, it will work, but I want to make this change persistent, because right now, when I make some change, when I remove this folder, for example, or when I in platform.io ini, if I mess something with that, it will re-download that one wire file and it will overwrite my override. So I will lose my change, and I want my change to stay. I don't know how to make it to stay. Tell platform.io to include included before library headers. Source override. So the dependency file changes back. Yeah, this is PIO libdeps. This is the original version, and when it's when the project is automatically initialized, this is directly downloaded from the internet. So this is the original version from the internet, and I want modified version. I want this version, and I want that version to stay. So I can't just put this into PIO folder, because that will, depending on what I do, not immediately, but if I, for example, remove platform.io ini, so for example, I would comment out those lines, because I don't want to use this right now. I'm doing some other testing, and the one wire will get removed, and then it will get re-downloaded, and it won't include my change. And also, when I'm uploading this to some Git repository, remote Git repository, it of course doesn't include .pio. So every time I would pull this onto this computer, if I remove the local repository in here, or to some other computer, it won't include the change. So just overriding the file inside .pio is not a good solution. It's an extremely temporary workaround. What mechanism is causing that? What do you mean, what mechanism? Library management? That's just how it works. .pio is temporary. It's supposed to work like that. Include header. Okay, so source override. Here maybe I will create a new folder or write and take this, this, overwrite here, remove this, and now in platform.io ini I can try to do this. And just general environments. Could you not just get it to download both files instead of them only initialize one? What? Not just get it to download both files instead and then only initialize one? I'm not sure I understand. Like, you mean just include the entire library instead of what is this? Instead of including one wire in here, just download it manually and put in here. I think in here. Maybe not in here. Intended for project header files. No, not in here. Yeah, in here. So put in here. Yeah, that would be a solution. But then, I don't know. I don't really want to include the entire libraries. Just because I don't. I think I will do it if nothing else works. If I don't solve this problem in like 15 minutes. Overwrite source lib. Okay, so maybe it will work now. Here, main build. Yeah, this still doesn't work. One wire direct GPIO. New library, same class names, include paths. So this is basically that approach. Okay, so this was useless. There is a guide on how to overwrite those files, overwrite package files, but this doesn't really go into details. This just gets a ready solution for specifically framework Arduino AVR, and this calls location of framework Arduino AVR, and I don't know how to change that to the location of my library. It is quite possible that it only works with like built-in packages, because in here it calls like local folder, home folder, .platform.io, and libraries included, libraries downloaded for specific projects. So in the ones in libdepth are not included in that directory. at least from what I can see. Claude might be better. Is it Claude paid for? Like every, do you know, like is there a free tier in Claude? And also, don't you need an account? Because if you need an account, then I don't want to use it. Yeah, email, download desktop, try Claude. No, I don't want to use it. So what exactly the problem you need to solve here? Why you need to replace it? Claude is free too. Yeah, but looks like you need to create an account. I don't want to create an account. And I also definitely don't want to log in with Google. I have burner email. Whatever. I don't even feel like dealing with any kind of burner emails. Okay, it's probably the time to get rid of that and just include that manually. So here, take this. And where was that? Include, I think. No, for header files. It was in lib. Yeah, intended for project-specific libraries. And then in here, I have to take that lib one wire util and this override. Get rid of this, get rid of this. Anything else? Apply patches, this was useless. This is useless. Okay, that should be everything. Now main and build. Okay, so that works, but it still fails to compile. So this problem is specific to DS18B20. Perplexity and AI. I don't think you need an account. Okay, but right now I don't need it. So what is the problem? Member function get resolution. Control reaches end of void function, of non-void function. Yeah? Is there a problem with this library specifically? Delete that. I don't need this. Don't need this. One wire. Here. Issues. Reaches the end of non-void function. No solution. Looks like the current state of the code fixes this problem, but when installed via Arduino, compiles with this error. Current state of the code. This was last change was 2 years ago, and last release was many years ago. Fix GCC error. So looks like I have to also download this, include this manually. I hate that. Okay, remove this. Lab. And Magit clone repository URL, not this. Copy, paste, clone to, okay, yes, that should be fine. And here, okay, here, success. And does it actually work? It reads something. But I doubt that there is 0 degrees in here. Can you read an address? Examples, multiple. That's complicated. Okay, ds get address, and then serial parent flashbang. What? Now it's not doing anything. How about uploading again? Maybe the connection is just not good? It is fairly cold in here, but I don't think it's 0 degrees. Before it at least showed something, now it shows nothing. Okay, back to here. Upload. It shows nothing. Still nothing. get number of devices. Sleep like 5 seconds maybe. It doesn't seem to be doing anything. It is working right. This delay. Oh, not sleep, delay. Delay. Or actually 1 second, and serial print ln test. Okay, it is working. Maybe I can get a number of devices. I can't. Oh, right. Serial print ln. Now that would make more sense. Zero. Is this getting power? Still zero. How about a reset? Also, maybe I can just detach all of that. And now get this. Okay, this will be... This can be D2. This can be ground. And this will be 3 volts. Now in here, middle, plus and minus. Now let's see if that works. Still 0. I don't know if D2 is correct. What was that? C6 pinout, GPIO2. So how about doing just 2? Upload. Still 0. How about voltage? Does this... Okay, that's stupid. Of course it doesn't work because I missed the pen. It's not supposed to go in here. It's supposed to go 1 over. Now it should work. One. Okay. Now I can get rid of this. Maybe not delay. Uncomment this and upload. Okay, this seems quite correct. Now I would like to test for the other probe. How do I connect the other probe? What is this resistor? This is 4.7 K, right? Right. DS 4.7K. This should be enough for 20 centimeters. How long is that? I think that's longer than 20 centimeters. Let's change it to 3.3. Or maybe even 2.2. Didn't this library have some illustrations? Yeah. Here. Scrolling doesn't work. What? Reload. Still doesn't work. What's happening? Okay, with keyboard it works. With scroll wheel it doesn't. That's new. But whatever. Multiple. Okay. So 2.2, right? Right. here. This is supposed to go in here. And now the other probe. And I don't know how reliable shoving just wires into the breadboard will, how reliable it will be. How reliable of a connection it will be. Let's see. They are very loose. Maybe I first put it in here. My fingers are quite stiff because of suboptimal temperature in here. The temperature is fine to just sit in here, but not really, at least for me, not really to do this kind of fine manual work. I'm not used to it. Okay. Now this should work. Plug in, and let's see. Undefined. Oh. Okay. Looks like both of them are working. And can I get addresses? Addresses. Here. Example, multiple get address. Okay, so actually, not in here, in here. I should be able to revert all of those changes. And here I will have to include ds18b20.h And that's all. Then in here, DS 18B20, DS 2 on pin 2, and DS18B20 sensor DS sense. This will be MQTT client. What were the other ones? IO, CBP. Client, sensor, topic, and address. Alright, I have to define the addresses. Okay, back. I have to print the addresses. And in here, serial parent okay, upload reaches non-void function. What reaches non-void function? This. Oh, no, undo. Address not declared in the scope. Right. Where is the address? Where was the entire thing? Multiple. Oh, here. Here. Get address. I wonder which one is hotter. So this one was 2. Okay, so 2 provides or reports higher temperature. This one reports higher temperature. I wonder why. Before they were reporting kind of the same temperature. Was there anything hot in here? Or at least warmer? Okay, whatever. Copy. and those are two addresses. They will be uint 8t, ds18b20 address. Yeah, that's fine. Address equals this. Actually, no. Can I do something like this? Does this have to be defined? Size have to be defined? This is 8, right? 8. And now in here, this is supposed to be comma separated. Where is something bigger? Callback function, nothing bigger. Okay, I assume comma separated. So this paste in, oh, right. Paste in here, then comma. This, I don't know if this is the correct syntax. We'll see if it works. This is supposed to go lower. Not this. This as space, comma, space, global. Same in here. And get rid of that. And I want to see if this works. Okay, I can comment that out. And this out. This is fine. Now, does this compile? BME not declared in the scope. What was that? Oh, XC. Now? Okay, looks like this works. Actually, does it have to? 8. Does it have to have this 8? It does have to have 8. Must have bounds for all dimensions except the first. That's interesting. Like, it can't just take the size from here, from the number of elements in here. Okay, this. Actually, maybe I don't need that. I could just paste it in here. ds topic. This will be test ds sensor test, and that will be the address. Yeah, sensor topic address. Send topic. Okay. And then io.h, this main. I don't need this anymore. Does this compile now? It doesn't. What's the problem now? No matching function for call ds sensor bracket and close initializer. Okay. How about ds18b20 address 0? No? What happened with the music? It's buffering. Okay, it stopped buffering. So, what's the problem now? Invalid conversion from uint asterisk to uint. .h uint. I think I don't understand how all of those asterisks work. Ask try. And now what am I supposed to put in here? This is a pointer, and this is a pointer. So this should go without anything. Okay, success. Can I maybe go back to this, outside this? Paste, build. Does this work? It doesn't work. No matching function for call, bracket and closed initializer list. How about different brackets? No, this doesn't work at all. Okay, so it has to be like that. And this was one address. Let's call it 1, ds sensor 1. And also in here, 1, and then another 2, the topic will be 2, and here 1. I don't really like this, the fact that I have to do this in 2 separate lines. Okay, let's test this. Go out. C++. The function is I don't know, example u int 8t asterisk x. I have following lines of code calling this function x u and 8t x equals 1, 2, 3. Example x 0. Can I call it in one line? No. Okay. You cannot safely call example as shown because u and 8t value, not pointer, won't match the function signature except expecting this correct line, one line call. Why your version fails? It doesn't fail. Pass the array directly since it decays a pointer into first element. Example because works. Oh, it does fail. Right. My mistake. It was supposed to be u and 8t x 3 equals 1, 2, 3, I don't know, 3, maybe 4, 5, 6. It shouldn't fail. Can I write those 2 lines? The array and or can I call the function in one line instead of creating an array? Okay. How about modifying the function or definition? It should always take 3 in this example, three numbers. Yeah, ChatGPT doesn't have this problem. Now it's back home, and it won't let me access that stuff that I wrote. Okay, whatever. I assume that it's just not possible, that I have to do it like that. Okay, so this should work. And now I should be able loop to copy this. Copy. And let's call this also every 15 seconds. This will be DS timer. DS. DS sense. Was it called sense? Writing without LSP is horrible. DS timer. Okay, it was read, right? Right. Now I think it should work. Select address. I would like to see this. How is this defined? lib here, source, and this, it was select. Okay, nothing special. This still compiles, and now this includes everything, so I also have to connect everything. I would have to add another line in here. Or maybe just using those extension cables should be fine. Okay, so this stays as ground, 3.3 volts. This was blue and purple. It goes in here. Yeah, first one, second one. I should unplug that first, probably. Now here, this is DS1. So this should connect in here, or DS2 rather. DS2 connects to here. Now this connects to here. This will be such a mess. Here, this is the second pin, and it connects to the second pin in here. And one last cable here. And here. Now on this side, I have to get two more wires. No, maybe from here. So these two, this will go in here. Into SCL and SDA. Now this connects to here. .3 volts, ground, and now on this side, this is 3.3 volts, and then ground, then SCL and SDA. Now that should be everything, so I can connect that, and hopefully all of that works. Upload. it won't connect. Restart. What is -1? Okay, no problem in here. Now MQTT connect. Okay, I'm getting the temperature from BME sensor. And what was the topic for those DS sensors? DS sensor 1, DS sensor 2. Subscribe, test, DS sensor. I have to finally get some setup on the computer for MQTT connections, testing MQTT connections. DS sensor 1 test. Test, well, subscribe. Now I have to wait 15 seconds. Okay, it shows -0.06. I don't think that's the correct temperature. Maybe something got loose. Sensor 2. Maybe this one will be better. I'm not getting anything from sensor 2. Test DS sensor 2 test. Test DS sensor 2 test. Yeah, not getting anything. Let's see. .cpp. And what's happening in here? Select. What is this? What is this returning? It was select. It's returning uint, which is return 1. If read scratchpad, if is connected address, then do something. Select address, read scratchpad, select resolution, get resolution, set command, read bit, and return 1. And if it's not connected, then 0. Okay, so if this then serial parent ln connect ds. Well, I'm only reading one thing, so connected. Maybe I could also print the address or print last bit of the address. Or I can just do it in here. So address 7 and else return false. Main (15 seconds). Is it not connected to anything? Okay, where is setup here? At the end, let's do ds examples get number of devices. Serial print ln. Zero. Okay, what's wrong? This shouldn't be wrong because it is connected in here. And this is connected to pin number 2, so this should be fine. This is connected to D2. Zero. Okay, how about voltages? Let there be night. It doesn't work again? System CTL. Client reconnect grace time expired. What? Today it was working. Chase Velos. Today it was working and then it stopped. Can I maybe restart? Status? Now it's working? Huh? I don't understand. Okay, now it's working. I don't know why it failed. I should probably do something about failing. Yeah, now it considered it not working. So I should probably do something. Let's see in here. Where is that? Status. This is in user lib systemd user UTC systemd user redqtt service. etc systemd user redqtt service. Is there anything sensitive? Doesn't look like it. Okay, so how do I restart that? Restart on failure. Restart always? Oh, right. etc systemd user always. Now it shouldn't probably have this problem. Let's see. Musiałem wymienić telefon, bo mój stary Xiaomi już od mojego posłuszeństwa z pewnego działania. Zgadnij, jaki telefon kupiłem i to był błąd. O, nie mam pojęcia, to może pasować do każdego telefonu. Używałeś kiedyś Zephira? Nie wiem, czy określiłbym to jako używanie, bo ta klawiatura używa Zephira. Gdzie to jest? Keyboard config. Config in here. Yeah. Mieszają mi się języki, nie wiem, którego języka powinienem używać. Tak, ta klawiatura używa Zephira. Gdzieś tu jest Zephir? No tutaj to wszystko używa Zephira, ale nic tutaj nie pisałem, tylko modyfikowałem config, więc nie wiem, czy to można. No i instalowałem Zephyr i tak dalej, ale nie powiedziałbym, że to można określić jako używanie Zephyra. iPhone'a? No coś tak czułem. He sits in the dark alone, as we are not. Well, it's not actually that dark. If I do it again. Redeem. Yeah, on camera it's completely black. You can't see nothing. Actually, maybe in here it's also almost dark, but when I'm looking mostly at the monitors, so I barely even notice that it's that dark. Brałem w sieci od operatora, to wiesz, w ciemno. Ja nie jestem fanem brania telefonów od operatora komórkowego. Zawsze to wszystkim odradzam. To z tego, co mi się wydaje, to się praktycznie nigdy nie opłaca, bo musisz opłacać abonament i jak policzysz, ile ci ten abonament wychodzi, oczywiście masz dostęp do rozmów i tak dalej, więc to też trzeba brać pod uwagę, ale z tego, co mi się wydaje, jeśli jeśli byś brał tylko abonament na same połączenia, czyli taki osobny abonament, w którego w skład wchodzi tylko dzwonienie, czy tam tylko sprawy sieci komórkowej i sam kupił telefon, to chyba to wychodzi taniej niż branie droższego abonamentu z urządzeniem w zestawie. No i też wybór telefonów u operatorów jest taki dość kiepski. Mój ostatni telefon, jaki kupiłem, to kupiłem, nie wiem, chyba 3 albo 4-letni używany telefon. To jest chyba OnePlus 8 Pro. I nawet za bardzo. O, zapomniałem o tym. Nawet za bardzo tam nie wnikałem w jego specyfikacje, tylko po prostu zobaczyłem na stronę iOS. Nie tu. A, za dużo przycisków. Tutaj. iOS. Tak, tutaj sprawdziłem, to jest jeden z tam alternatywnych oprogramowań systemów na telefon. Po prostu to wszedłem tutaj, sprawdziłem jakie tam są dostępne, jakie są kompatybilne urządzenia obecnie wspierane i wziąłem jakiś telefon, który był w miarę nowy. Tak więc po prostu założyłem, że jak będzie jakiś nie za stary i jakiś taki w miarę flagowy, to pewnie będzie wystarczający do moich potrzeb. I jak na razie jestem zadowolony. Co prawda go upuściłem jakieś 2 miesiące temu, czy 3 miesiące temu na beton, więc to jest takie dość średnie. Nie widać tak bardzo pękniętego ekranu, ale wolałbym nie mieć pękniętego, ale poza tym to jest wszystko w porządku, jestem całkiem zadowolony. Oczywiście tak zadowolony, jak można być zadowolonym z telefonów, bo oczywiście oprogramowanie do telefonów, Android ogólnie, oczywiście iOS jest gorszy, ale Android też jest okropny. Jak mam coś robić na telefonie, to zawsze się denerwuję przez te wszystkie ograniczenia. O, co tutaj jeszcze było? Zapomniałem dać git ignore do plików budowania ostatnio na labie, że raz rozrobiłem na gicie, to już nie wiem. Sobie zaspamowałem commitem 400 plików, 420 plików. To chyba raczej wszystko można cofnąć dość łatwo. Nie korzystam z Gita tak dużo. Zazwyczaj nie robię żadnych błędów, więc nie mam zbyt często potrzeby cofania błędów, więc nie pamiętam zbytnio jak to się wszystko robi. Ale z tego co mi się wydaje, to jest dość łatwo wszystko cofnąć, jeśli coś tam nie tak zrobisz w Gicie. Okay, what was I doing? I don't remember anymore. Oh, right, it wasn't working. Restart. Zero. Right, I wanted to measure the voltage. Is this 3.3 volts? No? Maybe? Okay, it's not. Let's see what's wrong. Maybe I should have just a bit of a better setup, not this mess of wires. This could go a bit closer. In here. And now those two. This is definitely connected. This is definitely connected. Now it should be fine, probably. Okay, now it's 3.3. What is this too? Oh, it's already reading. Restart. Okay, 2 devices. Nogi mi dziś trzeszczą, to przez ten trening i po co mi to było? Starość. 2. Is it only reading from the second one, from one of them? Okay, at least the values are now better, more sensible. But looks like something doesn't work. Maybe I should print the entire address. Here. Seven, paste. Here, minus. Not like this. Okay, back. This will be 0. Copy, 7, paste. This, G plus. G equals. Okay. Also, I don't really want all of that in separate lines. Uh, 23 lata to już ten wiek. Nie, no tak naprawdę to miałem przerwę od treningów, nigdy nie trenowałem dużo, tylko rekreacyjnie. Ja nigdy nie trenowałem w ogóle. Ja ledwo jakieś ćwiczenia robię, a i to rzadko kiedy. Nigdy nie mam czasu na jakieś ćwiczenia. Czasem mi się zdarza, a powinienem robić ćwiczenia, bo mam skoliozę, więc powinienem tam te wszystkie korekcyjne ćwiczenia robić, ale od jakiegoś roku albo 2 lat to w końcu się zabiorę, że robię jakieś ćwiczenia. Może nie wszystkie ćwiczenia, które robiłem, które powinienem robić, ale przynajmniej kilka. Że ja jakąś tam gimnastykę rano robię i później się zaczyna, że muszę się czymś innym zająć. Muszę remont robić, jak zwykle. i wtedy nie mam czasu na nic innego, tylko wstaję, czasem jem śniadanie, nie zawsze, i idę robić remont i tak przestaję się zajmować jakimikolwiek ćwiczeniami. Nie lubię remontów. A zawsze robię remonty tak bardzo generalne, że mi to zajmuje kilka miesięcy. Teraz na przykład jednego pokoju robię remont, to cały tynk skuwałem. Wszystko do cegieł. Wiesz, tak to jest. Nie da się też tego wyprostować, jak się dużo robi fizycznie. Przy robocie nikt nie będzie techniki pilnował. Okay, this looks like it's correct. So what's the problem with the other one? Let's see. Oh, this. Copy. And I think I will have to do this in setup. Here, paste. DS, select next. Select next. Right. Select next. DS address, and I will just copy this second time, paste in here. Redeclaration, right. Yeah, looks like this is the same. 163. For I08 serial print address I serial print nothing. Serial print ln. And now in here, if this returns false. Main upload. W ogóle magisterkę zacząłem. Współczuję. Ja nie zacząłem. Ja tylko zrobiłem inżynierkę i uciekałem ze studiów. Nie miałem ochoty dłużej tam siedzieć. Restart. Oh, again. I hate this button. It's so hard to press. Okay. Ale tak mi się nie chce. Fakt, że w ogóle zacząłeś, to już jest chcenie się. Mi się absolutnie nie chciało. Ja to zresztą dostałbym depresję, jakbym miał tam dłużej siedzieć. Mieszkanie w bloku mnie dobijało. This doesn't work. Maybe I'm doing something wrong in calling the function dsSense2. Am I just calling dsSense1? I am, of course. So that was the problem. What? Else without if. Mains. Huh? Else include Arduino? What happens in here? Else. What did I break? Anyway, I don't need that anymore. Select select next, remove, copy, and then here to upload. Ja dostawałem depresji, żeby długi okres byłem w miejscu, głównie chciałem spróbować pożyć sobie poza domem, dalej ludzi popoznawać, a też tak średnio idzie. Ja to nie chciałbym mieszkać tutaj w domu rodzinnym, gdzie teraz mieszkam, ale mieszkanie w mieście, w dużym mieście to zdecydowanie nie jest kierunek dla mnie. Ja bym chciał się wyprowadzić na wieś. Chciałbym mieszkać w miejscu, w którym najbliższego sąsiada miałbym co najmniej pół kilometra dalej. Is this working? Okay, looks like it is. And both of them are returning like actual proper temperature. So looks like this is working. So this I can mark as done. And then not today, because it's time to end the stream, I can take care of the sound setup because I want to modify about all of the key bindings for my computer for OBS, because sometimes I'm doing stuff that's a bit loud, like grinding or something, and I don't want Eve stream tomorrow, definitely not. Yeah, when I'm doing something fairly loud, I don't necessarily want to just mute completely, I would like ability to have to set a secondary volume, and then have some kind of key binding to switch between my primary volume, so like my volume right now for normal speaking. This I believe is at 14.5, minus 14.5 dB. And then with a key binding I could switch to the other volume that would be a bit lower or much lower. Co tutaj było? W sumie nie ma co się rozczulać. U mnie się kolejny sąsiad buduje, kumulacja. Ja już nie mam miejsca na więcej sąsiadów. Jestem otoczony z każdej strony, osaczony z każdej strony. Coś strasznego. I to w połowie przez sklepy. Z dwóch stron mam normalne domki jednorodzinne, a z dwóch stron mam sklepy. To jest okropne. Pełno ludzi na parkingach i w ogóle. I stream tomorrow. Dobra, spadam na razie, miłego wieczoru życzę. Ja też spadam, bo już czas skończyć stream. No więc tym się zajmę jutro. I być może też trochę poszlifuję jutro. Okay, so that's it for today. Tomorrow, yeah, I didn't manage to do any gaming today. Tomorrow, I'm not sure. This should be fairly fast, like doing the sound setup stuff. Like sound volume setup. So maybe I will first do some sharpening on my new grinder, on my new wheel, and then after I get tired with that, I will move on to doing the computer stuff, and then maybe some game playing. So yeah, that's it for today. Thank you for watching and see you tomorrow. Bye.